Most people go to the gym to get stronger, but on a random Tuesday in Florida, one man walked into a Crunch Fitness to prove everyone else was weak. Imagine standing 10 feet away from a man who has decided you don't deserve to live. You see him lift, but not weights. He lifts his shirt and
I was born where the red clay stain your shoes. Grandma in the cotton fields paying dues. Rosa sat down, whole system got shook. But we still waiting on that train. Look, the tracks mistook. Generations past, same station, new faces. Promised 40 acres, got 40 cases of deferred dreams rusting in the pandemic rain. They say we free, but freedom got a ball and chains.
The thesis of the world, let it echo loud. From Delta mud to the global crowd. To be black in America is to swallow rage. Sip it slow, let it burn, turn the page.
Ice caps crying, sea level on the rise. Politicians in their suits trading.
picture this. A regular Tuesday morning at Crunch Fitness in Altamonte Springs. People zoning out on treadmills. Someone grunting through a last set. Headphones in. Same playlist as always. It's the kind of place where the most dramatic thing you expect is someone dropping a dumbbell too loud. But according to police, what walked through those doors that morning was something nobody in that building was prepared for. A man who, investigators say, wasn't just irritated, but deliberate. And it all starts with one word. One stupid, throwaway, ego-fueled word. Weak. Police say 35-year-old Winston Medley was mid-workout when he started calling other gym-goers weak. Not joking around. Not playful trash talk. Just antagonizing strangers. People asked him to knock it off, because that's what adults do. And instead of shrugging and moving on, they say he took it personally. Most of the time, that's where it ends. A look, maybe a muttered comeback, and everyone goes back to their reps. But police say he walked out, and then he came back. And that's the moment where everything tilts from annoying dude at the gym to something darker is about to happen. Investigators told WFTV reporter Nick Papantonis that cameras caught Medley leaving the gym, grabbing a backpack, and walking right back in, and inside that bag, they say, was a handgun. That leave and return sequence matters, because it's intention. This wasn't a flash of anger. It was a decision. Witnesses told police he lifted his shirt, pulled the gun out, and pointed it directly at people nearby. Then, he tried to fire. Not once, multiple times according to witness accounts. And the only reason this isn't a story about bodies on a gym floor is that the gun didn't fire. A malfunction, a jam, a mechanical hiccup that happened at the exact right moment. One witness said he was barely 10 feet away. 10 feet. That's not distance. That's one step and an arm's reach. He told officers he saw Medley pull the gun, aim it, and make the motion of squeezing the trigger. No bang, no recoil, just the awful, chilling click of something that should have worked. That moment could have rewritten the lives of every person in that room. Papantonis reported that Medley seemed to fidget with the gun, like he was trying to fix it or disengage a safety. That's what makes people's stomachs drop. The idea he wasn't trying to scare anyone. He was trying to make the gun work, and once people realized what was happening, the gym exploded into chaos. People running, people diving, people just trying to get out.
Gun.
There's a guy with a gun inside?
I'm gonna try to catch up with him.
Okay.
He's running down 434 now.
The gym staff didn't hesitate. They helped officers pull up the membership records. Name, date of birth, address, what he drove, everything. Surveillance footage lined up perfectly with witness descriptions. And soon after, Seminole County deputies found a red Ford Mustang registered to Medley sitting near a McDonald's in Winter Springs. Technology can't stop moments like this, but it can make sure the person doesn't get far afterward. Papantonis reported Medley is facing attempted murder charges, and that can mean life in prison. People sometimes hear attempted and don't feel the weight of the word, but the only thing separating attempted from murder in this case was a gun that didn't fire. Just think about that. Not a hero moment, not a struggle, not a last-second save, a malfunction. That's not a plan. That's luck. Papantonis also dug into Medley's criminal history. It stretches back to age 17, breaking into places, stealing guns. He'd been caught before carrying a gun illegally because he's a felon. He did federal time for identity theft. Tried to convince a judge he'd follow the rules if released early. And here's the brutal irony. Crunch Fitness has a rule too. No guns allowed. Rules only work when the person holding the gun cares about them. Papantonis spoke to a former neighbor. They described Medley as polite, well-dressed, never caused a problem. And that's the part that lingers. How normal someone can appear until they're not. People are complicated, and sometimes the version you see at the mailbox isn't the one that shows up under pressure. You're not supposed to worry about violence in a gym. It's supposed to be boring, predictable, background noise and sweat. But this story sits right at the center of a modern fear. The idea that you can do everything right and still end up in the path of someone else's unraveling.
What's going on?
Because if police are right, the only reason this story isn't national tragedy level is because a gun jammed. And that's a terrifying line to balance on. The truth is that we are living in an era where the safe space is a lie we tell ourselves to stay comfortable. But that comfort is exactly what the predator counts on when he walks through a glass door in broad daylight. We've traded our natural instincts for a false sense of security provided by gun-free zone stickers and gym memberships. Yet as this case proves, the only thing standing between a normal Tuesday workout and a body bag was a mechanical fluke, a piece of metal that decided not to slide. That is a terrifyingly thin line to trust your life to, and if you aren't walking into every public space with your head on a swivel and an exit plan already mapped out in your mind, you are essentially gambling with your existence on the hope that the person next to you is playing by the same rules you are. Vigilance isn't some paranoid hobby. It is the mandatory tax for living in a society where a petty insult over being weak can escalate into an attempted mass casualty event in under 60 seconds. You have to stop looking at your phone, stop assuming the staff has it under control, and start realizing that in the moments that actually matter, you are your own first responder. The world isn't getting any softer. The rules don't apply to the person willing to pull a trigger, and luck is a pathetic substitute for being prepared for the worst-case scenario in the brightest of lights. Stay sharp, because the next time someone decides to prove a point, the gun might actually fire. Join me for the next chapter and topic on Thesis of the World, the conflicts, the contradictions, the controversy, and the dialogue. If you did not do so, smash like and subscribe to help grow this online platform. The algorithm will respond in kind by pushing the video or videos to like-minded viewers. And if you have a few seconds, please drop a comment. Until we meet again, let the echoes of freedom break through the silence and chaos. Remind them who we are, and that we will never surrender even if we surrender to ourselves for a short period of time. As the world turns, let it finally turn favorable towards the middle class.
Thank you for locking back into Thesis of the World. Serious grown man in the studio, driving in my lane, giving you the thesis, not the trends, seeing the world through different prisms. If this helped you see this diaspora a little clearer, or made you pause and rethink, pass along my coordinates. And most important, smash like and subscribe. Don't exit without choosing a direction. It helps grow this platform. And the algorithm will respond in kind by pushing this to more like-minded viewers. Until we meet again, let the echoes of freedom break through the silence and the chaos. Remind them who we are, and that we will never surrender, even if we surrender to ourselves for a short period of time. I'll see you at the next stop, and I'm out.
Melody for the winds of justice is wishes. Through discord's haze, a melody's